I'm now standing in front of 200 East Aragon Road. The water is just now getting to the ditch bank, or to the drain pipe at 200 East Aragon Road. Well over an hour to go from here to the other end of that street where those railroad tracks are. An hour, more than an hour for water to flow. It has yet to even get to my house. But there you go. There's your water restrictions right there. It's 10:40. It's an hour and a half since Gabaldon started to let the water release. I'm standing in front of 207 East Aragon next to my house. The water is just now getting to here. An hour and a half to travel from here to where that pickup truck is, the first one way up front. That's Gabaldon actually himself driving. He doesn't get out and clean up any of this crap. But yet, there's his water. Hour and a half later to go 2 blocks because of that trash right there. Look at that. Huh? It's not my house that's the problem. It's this whole ditch. And Gabaldon not doing anything about it. By the way, that's the first trench where the sewage was dumped into the irrigation ditch. You can still see kind of the line going back towards the house. That's raw sewage in there. It's been 10 minutes. It's now 10:50 and the water still hasn't reached my property yet. I was in front of that house right next door, 207 East Aragon, and the water had just gone to this side of the driveway at 10:40. The water has still yet to reach my house 10 minutes later. I'm videotaping this pile of dirt that's sitting right here that water has to go over. It's going to take quite a bit for that water to get over right there. Gabaldon's right there. Yeah, there's too much trash in here. He's got all kinds of crap in here. It's been more than 20 minutes and it's only gone maybe 50 feet at the most. No, the water's stopped up right here in this pile of dirt. And that pile of dirt is between Gopher and the sewage that was dumped into this ditch 2 years ago when the sewer line broke. And the person made 2 trenches. One was here and one was over there. Both of them are full of dirt and trash. Besides the sewage, the city did nothing. The city's part of this problem as well. Ah, water. How about that? Over 2 hours ago, 2 blocks away. It's taken water that long to travel. He should have already had water in his yard by now. But there's so many restrictions along the way coming to my house because of the lack of maintenance and cleaning and maintaining this ditch all the way from where Gabaldon gets his water from. And he's worried about me and my ditch. Here's my ditch. Look at that. Now watch. When that water hits my fence, watch how fast it starts flowing through my ditch. We'll time it. It's taken more than, 30 minutes to go maybe 60 feet or 100 feet to get to the next door driveway to my house, to the fence line alone. There's a problem there, folks. Water doesn't take that long to flow unless there's restrictions. And these aren't in my house. These are not at my property. These are not in my ditch. And just for the record, for the city, you can see one of Damien's friends over there to go pick them up. I don't know how much more evidence you need of them. See, that water had to go over that mound of dirt, 2 mounds of dirt, plus all that trash, leaves, debris, and still hasn't hit this bridge yet. That's a trickle of water compared to what's upstream. And that ain't restrictions in my yard or my ditch. It hasn't even hit my ditch yet. Hasn't hit my property. Has to go up over that hill of crap that's sitting right there.
Are there clementine meringue babies?
The Gabaldon doesn't come and clean up anything.
Oh. We don't have a growing permit anymore, do we?
A what?
Growing permit.
You don't need it.
Because they're selling plants.
You won't need it.
Huh?
You won't need it.
But they're selling plants.
You won't need it. I don't know if you still need it or not.
Oh, because they're selling plants at Everest. Clementine meringue babies.
See, you get a pile of crap like that the water has to go up and over. It takes forever. And then you get all this other stuff to collect with it. About 2.5 hours it took water to travel 2 blocks. It's pretty bad, folks. It still hasn't even hit my property yet. What time you got, baby? Oh, never mind. Water just now hit my house, my property line.
I'll tell you.
Now let's watch how fast this goes through my property.
11:14.
11:14 it hit my property. And we'll go see how long it takes to time it to go all the way across my property. And in the meantime, I'll be collecting all that trash and cleaning it up myself. Oh, look how fast that water's starting to go through here. How about that? Along with the trash. Yeah. There's no restrictions here. Maybe a little bit of leaves, grass. Yeah. He's actually here to do something. Let's see what he does. I see he's pulling out his phone, taking a couple pictures.
of our property.
I will. You see any water restriction here? Nah. Ain't no restrictions here. Ain't nothing restricting water in my property. As he's sitting right there. He's not doing a damn thing. He's recording me. I'm on my property. I'm sitting here following the water along the ditch in my property. He thinks he's got something on me. I'd like to see what it is, because water's flowing just fine through here. Check it out.
There's a branch there. Holding all the crap.
See, he thinks that grate right there is going to hold all this trash. It's going to back up his water. Doesn't even come close. Watch. That little bit of grass is nothing compared to what it's gone through so far. And that grass winds up, once it gets some water flowing here, that stuff will wind up on the other end of my property. So far, water's flowing pretty good. It's about to hit the first culvert of mine, or first pipe, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, once it gets that little bit of grass that's in my yard out of here, he's not going to have any problems with water flowing through my property. Never has. Huh?
There's a piece of trash that floated through the other side.
Yeah, see, he wants to come and till my yard, and right now that drainage ditch is all lower than what the pipe is at. Water's flowing right through. Let's go check the other side, see how long it takes. He just wants to come around harassing. Now the water's actually pushing all the crap that's inside the pipe out.
Which he has access to the pipe from.
And he does have access to that pipe to clean it out. So the only restriction is in my property is from inside that drainage pipe, which will actually eventually get cleared out. I'll probably have to clean it up because he won't. But water's flowing. Now, tell me how much that fence is blocking his water. I don't see it blocking water anywhere. Has to go over that little bit of dirt that's piled up. See, I'll wind up cleaning all that crap up. That's from inside the drainage pipe. And in fact, I will stop the video now and get a rake and clean that crap out right now myself. It's 11:23. I'm at the far west side of my property, and I'm still waiting for that water. I cleaned out a little bit of that trash that was in that drainage ditch that the water actually pushed out of it. So there is no restriction there. And you can see the water's finally getting to the other end of my property, which only took, what, maybe 3-4 minutes? Yeah. And see, once it goes out here, there is more trash built up. Right there, all the way around. Be interesting to see how long it takes to get around the other side of my house down to his property, which is at the south end of this property right next door. Bingo. Hit the other end of my property. Now, this is where I usually pick up and clean up. Right here. But you can see there's steady water flowing. Steady water flowing. And as it keeps pushing that trash out, if it's going to back up, it's backing up from that crap and not in my yard. Or from my yard. I think Gabaldon has a serious problem, and it ain't my house. This is going to the state engineer's office. I'm tired of him harassing me. I've already cleaned up some of that trash. I'll go finish cleaning up the rest of that crap.